Hello, and welcome back to Wendy's channel. I'd like to thank everybody who has subscribed to my channel and who tunes in to watch my channel. Now, if you've been seeing my previous episodes of Cricut and budgeting, you would know that we have been creating A6 size savings challenges. The first we did letterbucks for our dollar bills and doing saving of the dollars. Well, then we went in and created horizontal and vertical savings challenges. And we also did some using the Cricut pens and drawing out images to save money. And we also made full-size savings challenges. Yes, this is the sneak peek for my 250 subscriber giveaway. Well, I decided today we're going to go kind of back to the basics. The first thing we're going to want to do is Google search Cricut Design Space download, because maybe you haven't heard of Cricut Design Space, or you've heard of it but didn't think you'd have much use for it. Today's episode is going to show you how to use Cricut Design Space with no machines and no printer. So after you have downloaded, it'll walk you through the steps. Click on the download. It walks you through the steps. Once it's downloaded, on your computer will be an icon that says Cricut Design Space. Double click on it. And it comes up like this. Click on Sign In. And it's going to be, there it goes. And this pops up. Now, because I've already downloaded it and I've been into it, this will be pop up. You enter in your email address and your passcode. But maybe this is your first time, so you want to click on Create Cricut ID, and it'll ask you for your email address, your name, and then you must create a password that has big letters, lowercase letters, numbers, and symbols. To be a strong one. So for today, I'm going to use my email address that is associated with my YouTube. So it's okay if people have this one. You can send me an email. And then my password. Of course, nobody will see it because it's hidden. And it does have uppercase, lowercase, numbers, and symbols in it. Well, let's see. Invalid email address. No, it is not. Oh, yes, it is. I forgot the .com. And then when you sign in, and it seems to be slow today for some reason. Very slow. A screen will pop up. Should. Oh, we're waiting. While we are waiting for the screen to pop up, I like to take the time to thank everybody who have subscribed and who tunes in to my channel. Now this will pop up. This is the beginning screen. It'll say welcome and your name. It's got my stuff, got your machine, the new project. And then on the left, it has 3 lines, buy home. You want to click on the 3 lines. We call them the hamburger. And then a panel will pop up and you want to scroll down. Underneath home is canvas and click on it. And it'll bring us to our canvas that we all know is where we do our designing in. And there it is. Now, you're probably thinking by now, well, what's good is this going to do? I can't make a savings challenge or anything, but you can. I'm going to go up to my stuff because I already had pre-created a couple savings challenges and saved them. I think my computer is a little slow today. There we go. If you click on my stuff, anything that you've created will be in here. Now this is the project I created earlier. We'll click on that. It'll bring it up and the picture. And then down on the bottom right here, we want to hit customize. And it'll bring it to our canvas. Now there's a reason that I didn't walk through the steps because, well, previous videos, I've already showed you how to create all kinds of trackers. And you can see it's labeled printer and paper. Well, I'm going to show you how to use Cricut Design Space, which is a free app. You create a couple of trackers to save money for that printer and paper. We know paper is inexpensive. I chose little snails that I colored one of it. And each of my snails are worth $1, so you can save $10. Because I've looked at between Target and Walmart, and the 110-pound cardstock paper is between $8 and $12. Depends on how many pages are in there. Now printers, I looked between Amazon, Target, and Walmart, and I found a Canon. We'll bring it up here. Move over to one. I found this printer. It comes with ink, and it is only, get the price up there. Seems like Cricut or computer is very slow today. Does it want to show my price? Anyways, it was $69.99 or just $69.99. And between, this is Target. Walmart was a little cheaper. I think it was like $69.90, $67. And Amazon was $69.99. Well, I have 100 here for saving. Now my little guys, my little mushrooms with the snails, are worth $5. And I chose 100 because, well, there's tax. And by the time you save the money, the price might be going up a little bit. You don't know. So I got a tracker for 100. This one is for our printer. The one for 10 is for our paper. Now what are we going to do? Well, on the left, we know if we come down to shapes and click on it, the panel pops up with free shapes. Now these ones down here, you got to pay for those. We're just going to use a circle. Now, when you go into Cricut Design Space and make your trackers, you can use any image you want because we're not buying them. We're not printing them. And we're not going to cut them on the maker. We're just creating 2 challenges to save for paper and printer. And it's going to be interactive even. All you're going to need to grab is an empty envelope to put your money in. So we have our circle. And on the top for operations, we're going to turn this circle, let's do red. You can do any color you want. And then on size, in the first one, we're going to put 0.75 and hit enter. Because now that little circle will cover our snail. Now we're going to come over to the layers and the double squares with the plus. We're going to click on it and make a duplicate. And this duplicate circle for size, we're going to make that one 0.5 and hit enter. As that'll cover these ones, the little mushrooms with the snails. Then we're going to take our 0.75 one and we're going to come to layers and duplicate it, the double squares with the plus in it. So we have 10 of the 3/4 inch circles. We're just going to move them up there out of the way. And then we're going to click on our little 1/2 inch circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 5, that's 20. So we're going to click on that little circle, 1/2 inch, and we're going to click on it up in the layers panel, the plus, the double square with the plus sign in, and we're going to click until we have 20 of those little 1/2 inch circles. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to highlight these, group it, click on it again to duplicate it, bring it up, duplicate it again. This is just a faster way instead of clicking on it. 5, 10, 15, and one more time. So we have, and then we're going to ungroup them because we don't want them grouped. So just click on the first double squares with the itty bitty circles around in the corners. Just click on them and it'll ungroup them. That's so we can move them all individually. Ungroup that one. And ungroup that one. There. Now we have all the circles. And you can choose whatever color you would like. I got my A6 size savings challenges. Now we're not printing or anything. And let's say now and we have our empty envelope. It's payday. You paid all your bills, put your money away for groceries, did all of that. Let's say you have $6 left over. Well, this is a way. Go into your Cricut design space, go into my stuff, bring up your 2 challenges with all your circles, and we'll take one of these 1/2 inch circles. We're going to place it over one of our little mushrooms and snails guy. We're going to take and highlight the whole thing. Down on the bottom right, hit the word flatten. And put our $5 in the envelope. Then we're going to go over to our 3/4 inch circles, bring a circle down, put it over a snail, highlight the whole thing, back down on the bottom right, and click on flatten. And put your $1 into your envelope. Now you have $6. Now we know for saving 10, if you did it each week, it'd be 10 weeks and you'd have your $10. Now for the printer, obviously, it's going to be a little bit more weeks, but maybe by the time you hit $75, that printer is still $69.99. You can go in and get it. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 weeks for 75, or 20 weeks, which is 4 months. You know, it seems like a long time. That's only at $5 a week. But what if you had more? It'd be faster. You come up, click on Save, and click Save As. And then click Save. Now that's going to take and save. Hey, I put my $5 in my envelope, my $1 is in my envelope. And it's saving my project. And it even says saved successfully. Okay, so you take and you log out, go about your business for the week. Okay, this next week, next payday, and you have a little bit more money. Well, you're going to log in. We already know we're going to come up to our My Stuff. And I showed you how to bring the images up into here. So we got everything back up on our screen. Now we're going to highlight our tracker. Click on, well, let's just do the steps. We'll click into Design Space. Go into our My Stuff. And this was the first one we saved and brought up. This is our second one. And this is the one we want. So we'll click on it and bring it into Cricut Design Space. And hit Customize. And it's going to bring it to our canvas. I'm hoping you're understanding this. I'm not sure if I know what I'm doing. It's using Cricut Design Space free, so you can choose any images, and you'll be able to start saving some money without having a printer, without having a Cricut machine, without having anything other than an envelope and making your own trackers. Okay, now it's our next payday. Say we're going to click on our savings challenge. We're going to come over to the bottom right and click on Unflatten. And you're going to have to do this each time. Well, let's say you worked a couple extra hours of overtime and you now have, let's say, $3 you could put in there. So we're just going to grab 3 of these circles. Oh, and we know if that happens, we come up to the top where it says Arrange, click on it, and bring to front. We're going to cover up that circle for our first, or snail for our first $1. We're going to grab another one. Oh, same thing. Arrange, bring to front, cover up the snail, grab another circle, arrange, bring to front, and cover up there. And then highlight it again, come down and flatten it. And my circles disappeared, which means they were not let's see. That's just a matter of, where's my tracker? There it is. Bring that range and send it to the back. There's our circles. Okay, whoops. We don't want to do that either. We want everything to stay there. We just want to highlight it and click flatten. There we go. Now we know we have $4 in our envelope. We're saving 10 for paper, and each snail is $1. Now let's come over to our printer challenge. Click on it, unflatten, and do the same thing. Well, let's say, because you worked your couple hours of overtime, and gotta do the same thing. Well, I don't know why it's bringing everything to the front. Let's highlight this, click on arrange, and send to back. And it did not do it the way I wanted it. Well, let's just grab our circle, arrange, bring forward to the front. This time we have $10 that we're going to put in this challenge today. Bring it to front. Okay. Oh, I want just there we go. We're going to break and send that to the back. That just to be on the safe side. Hey, we have our $10 now tracked out on there. Just like over here, highlight it, flatten, make sure it turns out the right way, and it did. Come up, click on save, and actually all you do is have to click on save, not save as. And now it's going to save our images with our 3 little mushrooms and snail guys covered, and our 3 little snail guy covered over here. And it's saved successfully. And we can check by clicking on My Stuff. And there it is. This is where we just created, and this is where we've been taking and grabbing it. So it's payday again. Yep, come into Cricut Design Space, grab our image, click on it. Come on, there we go. Pops up. There's our $4 we saved before in the previous 2 stuffings. Our 15 that we saved in the previous 2 stuffings. Come down, click on Customize. And it'll bring it back up to our canvas. And there's our trackers. And yes, we click on it. Click on Unflatten. And let's say this time, well, maybe you had a past birthday, it was an anniversary or something. You got a little extra money. You have $25 now to save into your printer. So do the same thing. Click on a circle. My circles, I can't. There we go. Oh. My circles are being distorted. Let's click on this yellow, just a rectangle, and we're going to send that to the back again. For some reason, it keeps coming forward. There we go. Let's grab a circle and bring it down. Click on Arrange, bring to the front. There's 5. We're just going to bring these to the front. There's our 10. $15. 20. And what I'm doing is I'm clicking on it. I'm coming up to a range, clicking bring to front, clicking off of again, and then clicking on it and grabbing it at the same time and bringing it down. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Now we got our 25 in there. Plus we have 15, so that's 30, 35, 40. We have $40 saved just in 3 weeks for our printer. Yep, highlight it again and click flatten. That just keeps it all together. That way you can move it. You don't have no problems. And let's say we got our dollar bills again. Click on unflatten. Let's see if I can get this. No, I want the rec. We want this rectangle here. Well, and let's say, well, we have $5. We're just going to take and cover up all of those everyone. I keep forgetting, got to click on it first, then bring it down and cover up all of our little squares. Snails, not squares. And then highlight it, flatten. Now our money is all saved for our paper. Then come up to save and click save until the next week. And you just keep doing that because it doesn't cost anything for Cricut Design Space. And then when it's the next time for grabbing your trackers, you know, just to log in, click on my stuff, grab your savings challenge, put your little circles if they're not coming to the front, arrange, front, bring over, make sure you unflatten your tracker, then grab a circle, arrange, front, cover. Then when you're done, flatten. Before you know it, you'll have your money saved. Then you can buy your printer and some paper. Then you can go to like Two Sister Bees. They've got freebies you can print off. Got Ryan Collette Budgets got freebies to print off. Michelle Free to Fly Life has got some freebies to print off. Reinventing Renee, D versus Debt. And there's probably some more out there. And it's all started just by using a free design app and creating a couple of trackers and an empty envelope. Hopefully this was all understandable. And thank you. And I'll see you on Friday for another, not an episode. We're going to do the Rainy Day Books 52-week challenge and see what else. Talk to you guys and see you all back on Friday. Bye, everyone.